everybody, today we are here at Aesthetic Assets and I'm again here with Pam, who is going to do some Sculptra on my face, which, Pam, why don't you tell us about that?
So Sculptra is considered a biostimulator. It's quite different from hyaluronic acid, HA injectables, which are like Juvederm and Restylane. Sculptra actually stimulates your body to grow its own collagen, and because it's stimulating new collagen growth, it'll last over 2 years in your face.
That's awesome, and it sounds like it's a little bit healthier, maybe.
Well, it is healthier. It does stimulate natural collagen growth. So yeah. You know, there's pros and cons to both types of fillers. The HAs actually they're a gel substance that are injected into the tissue, and they actually take up space or real estate in your face for a period of 6 to 18 months, kind of depending on what type of HA is used and where it's injected in your face. Where Sculptra is actually encouraging your own collagen growth when we strategically place it in the areas where there's volume loss.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm excited, so let's get to it.
Great. Okay, so what we're going to do is first we're going to mark Julie's face, and if you look closely at her face, you'll see a little bit of volume deficit in her temporal region on both sides, and you can also see a little bit of volume loss along her right cheek pad. And she's just a little bit asymmetrical here. By replacing the volume in her cheek pad here, it's going to, many times you have such a beautiful face, not really,
thank you.
we won't need a lot of product, but many times the nasolabial folds and the gelling that occurs down here is a symptom of volume loss higher in the face, in the cheek and temporal areas. So by replacing upper and mid face volume, we don't have to use as much product in the lower face.
Yeah, so as we age, our face through gravity just tends to fall, right? So
yes.
we're just trying to keep it lifting up.
Yes, that's right, Julie. The structural areas where we have a tendency to lose volume are, first of all, our bones reabsorb, and we lose, just like we lose bone density in the rest of our body, we lose bone density in our face as well. We also have collagen loss, up to 10% per decade, or on average 10% per decade. And then the fat pads in our face, there's 7 different fat compartments in our face, those start to redistribute as we age. So yeah, so all of that structural change can definitely lead to laxity, tissue laxity.
And Pam, one thing, I think people are really afraid of going and getting any of these treatments done because they're afraid they're going to look weird when they leave. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I think that it's important to find a clinician that you really trust. Start off conservative. One of our philosophies here is to start a very conservative treatment. One of the rule of thumb that we like to use for patients sort of calculating what they might need for volume replacement is, if you've never had any volume before, kind of plan on 1 syringe or 1 vial per decade. So if a person is 50 years old and they've never had any filler or volume replacement in their face, they should plan to have a good rule of thumb is about 5 syringes or 5 vials of volume replacement. Typically, the great thing with Sculptra is that it's a very natural, it evolves over time. So unlike HAs, we inject the product and it's immediate gratification. Sculptra is a slower process, so your collagen is going to grow slowly. Those 5 vials, what we would do is split the treatments up over a period of every 3 to 6 week intervals. And so today you'll get 1 to 2 vials. We'll have you back in a month, and we'll reassess where you've grown collagen and replace additional volume.
Sounds awesome. Good. I'm game.
Okay, so we're ready to inject Julie now, and you'll notice I've marked her temporal region where she's got a little volume deficit. It's really good if you can get like even as close to the lateral brow here. It'll pull up that brow a little bit if you have people who've kind of lost some volume in the orbit region. So we're just turning you just a teeny bit, Julie, and get some good lighting in here.
You guys ready to hear me cry?
Okay, you're gonna feel a little poke. Ready? 1, 2, 3. A little massage.
Oh, I get a massage. Is that free?
The massage is free. Complimentary on the house. So how does it feel, Julie?
Oh, I'm not crying. It's no big deal.
Good. That's awesome. So because there's lidocaine in this product, I can go, the first little stick you probably would feel, but after that I'm re-injecting through an area that already has some lidocaine in it, so she's pretty numb there. And so the post-care for Sculptra is a little different than hyaluronic acids or HA fillers. We're going to want you to massage this area 5 times a day for 5 minutes for 5 days. Okay? And it's really probably more important, Julie, that you do this on the early onset, like especially for the first few days. Okay? Massaging is really important with Sculptra. So we just injected Julie's her temporal fossa here, and followed that all the way around her cheekbone, and just really gave her a little more volume here, which lifted this whole lower mandible region. We also put a small amount of product in right in front of her ear, like right where you would have an incision for a facelift, right in front of the ear right there. So what that does is it really kind of pulls the tissue back this way. So if you compare her right side with her left side, you can see a nice improvement in the volume on the right side and the left side. Remember, she was a little bit asymmetrical. On her right cheek was a little more depleted than her left cheek. So we're not really going to put any product in her left cheek. We're going to focus more on the left side and her temporal fossa.
So to do the Sculptra, it's normally $750, and Pam, you're running a special,
Right.
about 25% off, so it'll be $562.50. So it's a great time if you're thinking about doing something on your face to add that collagen back to your face and make your face look a little more youthful. Great time to do it. And I don't think I've told you, but it's for those Scottsdale followers, she is located at Bell in the 101 by the Ice Den.
All right. So does it make sense, though, that if you can get more volume replaced in the back part of your face, it pulls everything
Yes.
back? You have just a little bit, tiny little blue bruise. You can look in the mirror, Julie, right there. See that? I'll
Yeah.
put some arnica on there for you. But that's really, I think that's going to be the only place that you have bruising out of all those little pokes that we did. I think that's going to be the only place that you have bruising. And when, so right now you're seeing product that has lidocaine and sterile water. That's mostly what we're seeing with the volumization right now. That's going to absorb over the next 24 hours, and your face is going to return to how it looked before. You'll have deficits in your temples again. Your right cheek will be just a hair, just slightly less voluminous than your left cheek, and then gradually over the next 3 weeks or so, you'll start to see appreciate more collagen and appreciate what you're seeing today.
Wow.
And so we'll see you back in 3 to 4 weeks, and then we'll add another 1 to 2 vials depending on what you and I discussed during that visit.
Wow, this is so cool. I learned so much.
It is day 2 and my face is looking and feeling great. I am so excited for you to see the outcome. Thank you so much, Aesthetic Assets, for having me. You were wonderful. And I just wanted to clarify that 1 syringe of Sculptra is $750, but right now 25% off. So make sure you make your appointment and get on in there, and have a great day. Bye.